cryptocurrency, FTX, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Is it a bubble? Was it a bubble? Is it coming back? Folks, I'm Bagadon at StockMarketCaddy.com, and today is November 13th. November 13th at 11 a.m. First, let me say this, and we have been saying this. I am not going to add or detract from the chorus of nonsense, of bullshit about whether or not Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is a Ponzi scheme, not a Ponzi scheme. All of that is a waste of time and a waste of effort. Why? You can make a ton of money in a bubble. You can lose a ton of money when the bubble pops. Nobody knows whether or not something is a fraud until it's been exposed. Enron, even GE, General Electric, was running a Ponzi scheme of sorts, buying companies, laying people off, splitting their shares, playing a Ponzi scheme with earnings per share, year after year, beating by a penny. And then ultimately it catches up. And who's left holding the bag? The suckers. The suckers. And as they say, if you don't know who the sucker is at the table, then it's probably you. We have made videos about Bitcoin before. I want to show you something. Keep an open mind. This is Stock Market Caddy Swing Machine Plus. This is a Bitcoin futures contract. It tracks the price of Bitcoin. Now, we have been saying for months, for years, if you own Bitcoin, if you own Ethereum, and if you are of the mindset that it's going to $500,000 a coin or $1 million a coin, and you want to hodl it, fine, hodl it, have fun, go for it. But for the love of Pete, learn how to trade, learn how to hedge. I am about to show you how you could have held on to all of your value without ever selling your Bitcoin. And this includes folks who may have had their Bitcoin at an exchange that was a fraud. Yes, you may not have access to your Bitcoin, but the value of your Bitcoin would still be attributable to you. You would still be holding the value. How might that have worked? This is Bitcoin on a monthly interval on Swing Machine Plus. 4 months ago, Swing Machine Plus said to short Bitcoin at $20,000 and basically $20,000 on August 31st on a monthly level. If you had owned Bitcoin, even at FTX, even better, and had decided to come into your alternate brokerage account, and while you were hodling your Bitcoin, had shorted your Bitcoin, at least from this number, you would still have some $20,000 in value, because this is a leveraged Bitcoin and it represents 5 individual Bitcoins. Okay, so it is leveraged. That's why it's such a beautiful product and a great way to have hedged your Bitcoin. But you might be saying, well, what good was that? I bought it at 40,000 or wherever, and it was once 80,000. That's not such a good signal. Well, let me show you what one could have done. Look at the weekly signal. On a weekly basis, Swing Machine said that you should, at minimum, if you're not going to sell your Bitcoins, please hedge them. At what price? $38,205 a coin. At what time? 5 p.m. back on January 21. Now, this futures contracts represents 5 Bitcoins. So if you were hodling 5 Bitcoins and you didn't hedge them, then you've taken that full brunt of the loss. You would be down almost $110,000. Had you hedged your Bitcoins, and even if you thought they were going to zero, your alternate account, your hedging account, would be preserving your value, your purchasing power. Let me show you Ethereum. Now, Ethereum has not been in the futures very long, and that's also one of the reasons too why we generally won't invest in anything that we cannot hedge. So, but let's write this in, Ethereum, and let me put in the continuous contract for Ethereum. Did I spell it right? I think so. At ETH, I believe. There it is. Now we're going to put Ethereum on, I won't use a monthly because it hasn't been around long enough on a monthly basis, but let's put it on a weekly basis. Ethereum, 31 weeks ago, Swing Machine said to get out, sell, short, or hedge your Ethereum at $2,965.50 a coin at 5 p.m. back on 4/15/22. And it's still short and it's still trending down. And Ethereum is trading at $1,241.50. You would have preserved some $87,000 in an alternate futures account hedging your long-term HODL account, and you wouldn't be puking and sick to your stomach. I don't know where Ethereum is going. I don't know if it's a bubble. Maybe it's going to zero. Maybe it's going to fall another 1,000 points, both of them, only to turn around and go to $500,000 a coin. I don't know. And the truth of the matter is, as a trader, I don't care. I have Swing Machine Plus. Now, Swing Machine Plus, I have this conversation with everybody, had this conversation with a pilot over the weekend or on Saturday morning. Swing Machine Plus is not an ATM. It is not a gimmick. It is not a game to us. We trade as a business. It is a tool, a very sophisticated tool. It does not use moving averages. It does not use MACDs. It doesn't use any of the traditional crap. You in essence don't even need a chart. What you need is an open mind, and you need an education. If your mind is made up on something and you believe what you believe, your ears close, your eyes close, and it's at that point that you run the risk of getting hurt. Maybe for some in life that works out. For me, I would rather have my eyes open, my ears open, my mind open, and I'm prepared to admit that I am the most ignorant person in all of these markets, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. And because of that, I will assume that you and everybody else knows much more than me on all of these markets. And everybody else knows which way they're going and when they're going. But for me, I will use Swing Machine Plus and the 70 other proprietary tools to track the money flow. Because you see, in the end, people may lie, they may cheat, they may steal. They've been doing it for decades, for centuries. But when it comes to their own money, we can track what they're doing, and we merely want to follow money flow. If this approach to Bitcoin, Ethereum, stocks, options, futures, Forex, anything else that you might want to trade appeals to you, feel free to give us a shout. 813-758-8263. I'm Bagadon at Stock Market Caddy. I am not a broker or financial planner. We don't make specific recommendations to buy or sell a thing. I'm not interested in managing your money. We are a mentor. For a few select people each and every year, we will teach you how we go about looking at the markets for you to adopt for your own trading personality and trading benefit. And from there, provide you our tools as an annual member immediately, saving you tremendous amounts of time, effort, and lost monies, hopefully, to maximize your time. We do not accept everyone. We don't. Do not assume that. That would be the wrong assumption. It must be a match. You see, because when you go into the Q School, I am going to spend a tremendous amount of time with you, as much as you want. And I do not want you to waste your time, and I certainly don't want to waste mine. Because the most valuable commodity of all is not gold, is not silver. It is not Google stock or Amazon stock or Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's time. It cannot be bought or sold. There is no sense looking back if you have not maximized your time. But the question is, are you going to maximize your time going forward?